Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Noita, where I am staring directly into the unknown. Basically all the time. I feel like that's all this game is. Accidentally killing yourself with saw blades and staring into the unknown. And that is why it is the best game of 2020. So I've been digging around a little bit here, just, doing that thing I do where I sort of skirt around the edges of playing the game instead of playing the game. Look at this weird shit. So this is the scary Dark Wizard Temple Den area over here. I was just digging around the edges of it to see what I could find. And look at this. Look at this, like, Stargate glowing. You'll notice that I had to dig a new tunnel because, check this out. This is real strange. I think it must be the presence of this thing. It's making my digging erratic. Like, you can see sometimes it still works. And I've found that if I change the angle I'm trying to dig at, sometimes I can still make some digging happen. But yeah, it's just... whatever this thing is, it is having an effect. So I wanted to really, dig into it and see what was on the other side. But it's kind of a big open chamber, and I don't want to breach the wall while we still only have 140 health. So I started digging up here instead. I'm like, we should be getting pretty close to actual biomes at this point, right? And this is what I discovered. Up here, I mean, first of all, y'all saw the ghost already. The big spooky ghost. We are at his leash range. I tried pulling him away up the tunnel and then digging up here to see if we could access the his leash. But, again, we'd have to breach the wall to do it. But look at where we actually are here. He'll catch up. It takes him a while. Don't worry, the tunnel is completely safe. We are just outside of his range at all points. This is the holy brickwork. Here's an eye full of teleportation, which I'm now thinking is maybe powering the portal. Maybe that's what's happening here. And this is the vault. We're in the bottom of the vault. So, the Temple of the Art is what's below us, right? If I've got the order of these correct. So... is this the temple? Like, is there actually a way into the Wizard's Den through the right side of the Temple of the Art? We've not explored the Temple of the Art very thoroughly because it is full of enemies that are just a total nightmare to fight. But I'm wondering if that's what we have discovered here. So here's what I'm kind of thinking. I'm going to finish breaching the brickwork, jump through that portal, drop myself into the next holy mountain, hopefully get some good rearranging and some spell dropping done, because there were a number of spells that I wanted to pick up in the big steel eye. And then get out of there before the servant, get out of there by digging up and to the left before the servant of the gods shows up, then go get some spells. Then I'm hoping that we'll be able to use the same temple to edit our spells multiple times, as long as we don't trigger the cave-in. Obviously, I do want perks, but we might have to wait on that one. So yeah, I want to explore down there more, but I want to explore down there more after doing some other stuff. So let's just let ourselves into the bottom of the vault here. Okay, is everything basically fine here? The world's not too mad at me. What was that noise? Okay, everything sounds incredibly menacing. I did have to spend a little bit of water. Let's make sure this is refilled. I'm gonna leave that. I'm not gonna touch that. We don't have to. I don't think it's terribly helpful to do so. Is it always so scary in here? Why is it so scary in here? Also, octagonal bolt bundle. That's exciting. Yeah, there's definitely we got some options here. So, I think we might dismantle Horrible Tentacle Wand. I sort of hate it more than anything. But also we have to just make some space here. I'm happy with continuing to just use this wand the way it is. Horrible Tentacle Wand has really great actual casting stats. What would we use this for? The fact that it has shuffle on is definitely a complicating factor. I wonder how Zeta interacts with... Okay, we're going to do a little bit of science here. Am I allowed to just drop my wands on the ground? I think I am, right? Can I do this? Yeah, okay. So we're going to have exactly 2 wands in hand. I'm gonna put you down and you down. And then we're gonna have this wand... Hold on, I'm definitely gonna throw away some garbage here. We don't need... It seems unlikely to me that I would ever find a use for this that isn't going to instantly kill me. Although I guess you could spark bolt with trigger and apply this to whatever comes out at the other end. That's interesting. Like lightning bolt. If you spark bolt with trigger into a Nola lightning bolt, that'll cause the lightning bolt explosion to happen exactly where the spark bolt lands, right? That could be fun. Still dangerous. Definitely blow myself up, but that could be fun. So let me just... we're not going to use these magic arrows. These, like, normal magic arrows. Alright, let me pull this. So, the question. Does Zeta decrease the number of charges of the limited charge spell in the other wand when it is fired? So apparently that's what that looks like when it doesn't. That'll show you, statue. The answer is no. Okay. Copies a random spell in another wand you're holding. Like, this situation here is kind of the only situation where I can really think of a use for that. But that is a use for that. Let's not have this be the way this is equipped anymore. It's making me very nervous. Alright, let's pick our stuff back up here. So then we're going to figure out exactly what we want to do with all of this garbage. So, first of all, yep, okay, making sure those wands are in the same places they've been in for hours, because otherwise I will just press buttons thoughtlessly. And then horrible things will happen. And, like, what do we want to do with this bomb card? Short of the Zeta thing we were just looking at, I don't really know how you would use this. Basically, we just need to make room. I just need to throw some things away. We probably don't need a second copy of the light modifier. That seems unnecessary. I do love me some water trail. I am reluctant to drop multicasts. Normal magic missile is probably not a real concern. We don't need all of these multicasts. I probably don't need triple scatter either. That gives us 4 spaces. That's enough to pick up some number of things. Maybe I keep the terrifying tentacle wand. It is, like, you gotta give it this. It's real funny. It's extremely funny to use it and watch it do the thing that it does. It also grosses me extremely all the way the hell out. Now I'm thinking about this. Is there a way to... Is there a good way to make use of this? You'd have to never pick up another wand in order to keep it useful. But man, what if we did use this to just infinitely, like, have infinite black holes? Oh man, if you had edit wands everywhere, you could create an incredibly powerful digging tool that way. You'd have to be able to reassemble your stuff and drop wands and pick up wands in a safe location, but yeah, there's some possibilities there for sure. But we should try to make a little bit more space than this probably so that I can pick up more stuff if I need to. Do we need energy orb with trigger? I like energy orb a lot, but its low speed sort of makes it awkward as a trigger delivery mechanism. I mean, we'll leave it. It's not like these are going away. We can come back and get them if we need them. And all these other ones, I definitely think we could potentially have use for. I'm going to leave it like this. Alright, let's not even go let the other dude know we're here. I'm just going to leave. Oh. There we go. And maybe we end up throwing away the bomb cart thing. If so, it's fine. Yeah, that use of Zeta is really interesting. Like, I'm trying to think about how you would... The gods were already angry. You know, I guess I am making an assumption here that the anger of the gods is sort of a binary state. Either they are mad or they are not. But maybe they're getting more mad? Maybe there is an even more powerful servant, or perhaps other consequences? I could see that being the case. Basically, I am now regretting the thing I've just done, for no reason other than because I am sort of abstractly afraid of what might occur. You know what? I don't need to make y'all sit here and watch this. Here's my plan. I'm going to the eye, we're going to get lava to blood, then we're going to go to some places, then we're going to come back here, probably, put lava to blood in one of these wands, then we're going to go to some places where there is lava and we're going to do some exploration. That's probably going to be a lot of running around off camera from me, but my thirst for knowledge must be quenched. So, I'll see you in a moment for the quenching. Okay, I had a thought. Before we leave this temple, I was like, you know what? If one of the perks on offer is being able to breathe underwater, we should, like, absolutely go and take that immediately. So I dug over here to see the perks. And they're not that. None of them are that thing. He's going toward the entrance to my tunnel. Don't care for that, none. Oh my god, that poor fish. What is wrong with this dude? He's such a monster. I mean, listen, okay. I'm not saying that I want to fight... Can I move this worm crystal, like, safely? I just want to, like, shove it over. Okay. I'm not saying that I want to fight the dude, but if we could get him to kind of come near the wall and I could luminous drill him in his facial parts, then this would be our total, like, our temple of perfect safety, right? He does tend to stay away from surfaces a little bit. Like, he doesn't want his shield to interact with them. He's over there. He's looking at our escape tunnel, like the warden in the Shawshank Redemption. He's just pulled down the poster. So I guess my best bet is now to leave this. We're gonna have to take a route a tad more circuitous than I intended, I think, potentially, here. What's our reroll cost right now? I think it's probably 32, right? We took a 1600, I think. Can I see that for me? I can't. I have to open it. He's back. He's back. If we could just, if we could just get him to come down near the thing. Does his reflecto shield, is it going to reflecto my drill? Because if it is, that would be very dangerous to my being. Yeah. I'm gonna open it. I'm gonna open it. We're just gonna take a quick look. He can't fit through that. Okay, it is 32. So we can make more money. We can go get more money. What is this trick? Oh, okay. It makes the dollars blood dollars if you get trick kills. I do not think any of these are particularly valuable to our current situation. So now I guess we just leave. I can't fight that guy like this. Like this? Nah. How am I gonna do it though? He's gonna be able to follow me anywhere I go because we're gonna have to dig out into the open air. Also, enemies from the Temple of the Art may come up the thing, and going out to the left was that was my safety plan. Why did I have to go look? Why am I the guy in the Lovecraft story who gets killed by the monster and then people find him inside out later? Why? I've read those stories. I know what happens. I just told you. People find him inside out later. Okay, going under the fishbowl. Nobody can stop me if I just go under the fishbowl. Trying very hard not to break the worm crystal, even though I don't actually know what it does. I would not like to summon a huge worm. At this point, that's my assumption. Is that breaking it summons a huge worm. Aha! This is the best plan anyone's ever had. Well, I mean, it's approximately as good as I mentioned, the plan in the Shawshank Redemption. But it can be tied for best. That still counts. Okay, this is how I'm gonna leave, because this is the world that I've created. And then, like I said, big steel eye, etc. I'll see y'all in a minute. Alright, I know I said I was gonna leave, but hear me out. What if luminous drill directly to his facial parts? Also, a bug got in here. Big skull bug. Not my favorite. We're gonna find out here if the luminous drill bounces off of that shield of his or not. I can't leave well enough alone. I should have left, but what if instead of that we did this? Oh god, okay. Well, I guess I could have known that was going to happen because material zipping and whatnot. I was briefly so filled with bone chips that I could not breathe. But it looks like the luminous drill does just pierce his shield, and he ran away. He was like, I don't care for this at all. The gods must be angry at me. And that's right. I am divine punishment. There's no escape. There's no escape from my luminous drilling. Oh, just come back over here. Oh, just come back over here. Oh, come on. Come on, just a little closer. Oh, he wants to go in the tunnel, but he can't quite figure out. His controls are a little sloppy. Okay. All right. I shouldn't be doing this. Wow. Those guys have a lot of health. That was 280 damage. Oh, he's come back. Let me get down here. All right, you know what? You want to do this thing? We can play this game. Soon I will be the victor. Why engage with the game mechanics when you have luminous drill? All right, problem solved. Can I please take all your gold? It was not enough to get to 3,200. But now our temple is safe. Hooray! This is the pleasant... I mean, obviously enemies are coming up the thing sometimes. So here's the stuff. Critical plus is kind of whatever. I really want that. I want that very much. Yo, that plus the Nulla plus... Okay, Spark Bolt, Nulla, anything, octagonal bolt bundle. Think of the explosions. And anytime we get $3,200, we can come back here and hope. And hope for Perk. Okay. We did it. We're doing it. I'm still out here doing it, even after all this time. I can't stop. If I could stop, I wouldn't. But also, I literally can't. Anyway, back to that big steel eye, probably this time for real, maybe. Okay, I know, steel eye, we'll get there. But I had a thought. I'm curious what happens if you drain the teleportation out of the eye. Like, this is, I was in here just kind of sort of routing around, and I'm trying to get over to the left side. It's not a convenient thing to do right now, apparently. I guess the temple is, like, way to the right. It's below the biome, but, like, below the right edge of the biome. So I've been digging through all this brickwork near all of these eyes, and I want to see what happens if you sort of pierce the globe here. So we're gonna just make sure that there's a nice space for this to fall out of. I definitely do not want to get any teleportation on myself. Wait a minute, did it actually? That killed the portal. Okay, so there's like a whole thing with eyes and teleportation. I knew it. Okay, we're gonna try putting teleportation in that hourglass whenever I get back there with some. Unlike most other fluids, you can't just wade in there and bottle a bunch of it without some serious consequences. So we're not going to do it right now. But at some point in the theoretical future, on another run, we're going to see if putting teleportation in that hourglass makes a thing happen. I'm guessing that is how you are supposed to get to the big steel eye. If you don't have the sort of the sheer digging prowess, and more importantly, stick-to-itiveness that we have displayed here. I'll dig to abstract spaces. I'm gonna dig to the concept of fear. Also that big steel eye, probably. I'll see you at the big steel eye. Did you know that the big steel eye is very far away? So I got a little off course here. I was digging around, trying not to have to play the video game. And I dug around this extra biome out to the side, and I realized this fungal cavern, this is probably a thing we knew already, but, my brain. This fungal cavern starts in the vault, but it ends in the jungle, so digging around the outside of this meant that we didn't get to see the holy mountain underneath the jungle. So I have breached the tunnel here, and we do want to go over there, right? We want to at least have a look at the perks. If we should get the chance to be able to breathe underwater, I think that would be very valuable for us. Also, there was a wand close enough to the wall for me to grab it without actually having to go into the main chamber, and it had 1,000,000 black holes in it. So I went ahead and dropped the Tentacle Nightmare wand, because, this seems like a thing that I need in my life, especially with the extra projectile speed from Pinpointer. We know these black holes can be very useful. I think I have some thoughts for how exactly we could use them. So we're just going to try to descend the side of the jungle here and actually get to the temple. And I wanted that to happen on camera so that if I die horribly, I don't have to come back and just be like, sorry, and then I died on my way back to my home planet, you know. Wow, the force. Why is that affecting the oh god. No, bad. Go away. If you come over here, I'm going to luminously drill you. Oh, he knows. He's sorry. It's too late. Too late. Now you have brought the drill upon yourself. He did, when I said that, he did immediately back up though, right? Like, I'm not the only person who saw that. So it looks like jungle stuff has been happening here in the jungle. I see you, friend. You are not as well hidden as you think. Ah! I also see that. I also see that. That is also a thing I see. What is happening? Oh, it's the guy who teleports enemies at you. I love that that's a guy. Okay, it's fine. You know, it's fine. As long as we don't actually die, there is a health up in the place we're going. What are you? Acceleration? I don't care about that. Get me through the floor. That's an explosive. Yep. You know what would be fun is living. Living through this area and getting to a different area. What if we tried that? That's also a big explosive on the ground there, and I know that the moment I get near it, I'm going to pay the price in a very serious way. Must you at this moment be doing things to me? Ah! Okay, well, I was kind of hoping to get through here without taking too much damage, naively. In the hopes that maybe we could, like, not take the HP. Maybe we could leave a healing thing. And there is still one nearby. Not nearby, but we do still know where there's another full health thing in the dark cave. So we could go get that. I will say, fighting these guys has gotten us just about to perk reroll. So that's something. We should go, like, fight $50 worth of enemies. Right, if I'm gonna go down here, and I think I am going to not take the health refill at the moment, because there's like a very limited number of those in the world. You know what, let's stay low, We'll dig through here. Gosh, I just want to be able to breathe underwater so badly. You know, have you ever, ooh, hey. Alright, also rewards, you know, in the world, no. No. Bad plans. Are there bad guys down here? Oh, there are. Okay. Oh no, the gods are going to be so mad at us. Really worried about whatever's going on up there that's causing all of the stuff to fall, because I don't want it to land on me. Whatever it is. Ugh, hate the poison guy. I also wish that my health bar was, like, near the playfield a little bit, you know? There we go. Okay, let's get all of the dollars. And then never mind that thing I said about not taking the health. Okay. Yeah, we need the health. I'm not going to take the refresher. But I am going to dig myself a tunnel to the perks. We must see those beautiful perks. So I'm going to dig that tunnel right here. No, I'm not. I'm smarter than that. I'm not going to be so foolish as to dig the tunnel in a way that's going to fill this chamber with water. I want to make sure that this is not so big that it's easy for the bad guy to get his terrifying bullets into it. Show me breathe while submerged. It's gonna take just a moment to approach in this way. I mean, we should look at these wands too, in theory. And then I should probably also edit my wands a little bit. Hold on. I can't edit my wands down here. I have to be up in the main body of the temple, I guess. Well, whatever, that's fine. Show me those perks. Do I want one? It's wild how the prices vary between these two areas, right? Because we're right above the vault right now. The things here are 1,000 gold. And then in the vault, it's like, would you like a single spell for 6k? How would you feel about that transaction? I get why they don't put, like, in a lot of modern roguelites, a lot of post-Spelunky roguelites, you got shopkeepers, right? Like live shopkeepers that you can interact with in various ways. And I get why they didn't do that in Noita, because first of all, you have way more control over the physical laws of the universe in Noita than you generally do, so there would be no way to keep a shopkeeper safe from you. And things are so expensive in this game, you would never buy anything. High mana, low capacity. Doesn't that just add always casts? Oh, come here. Come here. He likes to stay high up. We'll get him from above. And that's kills to mana. Not a fun one. Not a real good one. Yeah, that's add and always cast. That's a terrifying concept. That could go real sour for you. Always cast. You died. That's the thing in Noita. That could happen. Going for it. These are not better. These are not better. Alright, well, I guess we're not spending any money till I can afford to do another rebuy. He killed all the fish again. What is wrong with this dude? What does he have against all of the fish? Alright, well, I mean, you know what must happen now. Obviously, I must avenge my piscine friends. I try very hard not to kill the fish, and I am largely successful. I have achieved north of an 80% success rate. Oh, okay, the gods are mad. How would the gods were fine until I did this? This was the touch-off? How does that work? Look at what I've done to their beautiful temple. Alright, well, we're gonna have to go all the way around here to be able to engage with this dude in a way that doesn't necessarily blow up my face. Where is he still around? Did he get lost? Okay, he's here. He's here. He's waiting for me. He's like, hey, I just wanted to reassure you that I am indeed still present. If you wanted to come over here and do a thing, that is a possibility. And you know, I really appreciate that. The servant of the gods ain't so bad. I mean, listen, it's hard for me to stay mad at a big floating skeleton. That's kind of like my deal. I don't know if you've met me before, but I would describe myself as, and did in a business email recently. This is a real true thing. I'm not doing a bit. I did, for business purposes, describe myself as broadly and fervently pro-skeleton. In an email that is going to provoke a cash transaction. Because that's where I'm at. That's what I'm doing for a living. Rob Zombie would be so proud of me. I'm also broadly and fervently pro-Dragula, in case you were wondering. Which is a Dragula, if you're not familiar, is a drag racing car that is also a vampire. And I believe it subsists entirely on witches. Like, it just eats witches. I like witches, don't get me wrong. And I'm not wild about the fact that you must feed the witches to the car. But it is a very wicked car. It's a good car. So, you know, like, you try to get the bad. You find bad witches. You don't just sacrifice every witch. Most witches are good. But every once in a while you find, you know, an Agatha Harkness or something, and you just, yep, you're going straight into the tank. Straight into the tank of my Dragula. I spent a lot of time in the wall, y'all, and I'm just like, I'm a little punchy now from all the time in the wall. What's fresh air like? I've been exclusively breathing teleportation fumes. While I was digging around that huge fungal cavern, one of those stupid dog wizards teleported into my tunnel and then sprayed his teleport blood all over me when I punished him for his transgression. And fortunately, it only teleported me to other parts of the tunnel, but that was a harrowing 20 seconds. Yeah, in case you're wondering, yes, Dragula is now playing at full volume inside of my head. Gosh, I hope Rob Zombie's not, like, horribly problematic. This is a problem that I have sometimes as a person who's very into, like, horror stuff, horror media, and also metal music. Sometimes you get familiar with the work and you're like, oh, that rules, I like it very much. And then you discover that the creator is unironically a neo-Nazi. It happens. It happens more in these spaces than in the other parts of the internet, even. Every time you're about to buy something new, you're like, I should do some research to make sure that this money will not end up in the pockets of Stormfront. I'm not saying that you can't enjoy work from problematic creators, but what I am saying is that if you're going to do that, you should steal it. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. This is my brilliant plan is almost coming to fruition. Oh man, look at that. The fruits are coming in real good. I think in like 2 to 3 months, those will be ripe. We'll be ready to feast on the bone meal of these fruits. They're skulls. The fruits are skulls. In this metaphor, it's a tree that blooms skulls. And if such a tree existed, I would unironically have 2 of them in my backyard, at least. Oh, my dude. Oh, my dude. This is gonna be so good for you. You just need to... Can you just stay right, like, approximately there? Oh, no. Come on. Don't be afraid. If I do this, I'm going to immediately be destroyed by the density of the bone dust that comes off of him. Let's maybe make that hole a little larger. Ah, you fool! You did the thing I said, but instead of that, you should have done the opposite. I'm really worried that the hole is going to get large enough for him to sight me, and he's going to fire his huge explosive projectile and annihilate me with the shockwave. You know, reverberating in here, it's something we Shadowrun players call the chunky salsa effect. No, come back! I have salsa! Or at least potentially. That statue's very haunted. That's no good. That's not a good way for that to be doing. Stupid flying skeleton, man. There is nowhere you can go that I will not eventually drill you. Out of context, it sounds like I'm saying a different thing. You know that I mean to defeat him with violence and combat and not the other thing, which I have definitely never done to a skeleton. I must clarify for legal reasons. He's over there. He's waiting. Maybe we'll find a wand that has in it a spell that makes you able to breathe underwater. Wouldn't that be fun? What if that happened? I mean, we know that fighting in these lower areas can generate a pretty huge amount of gold. We can re-roll a couple more times. I'm really desperate to be able to see... Although, you know what? Now that we have all these black holes, once I edit this black hole wand... Oh, I am allowed to do stuff up here. Let's just do this before I forget. Heavy spread out. Let's just make it entirely black holes. Hooray. I am thinking that we might be able to take the black hole wand over to the question marks in the lake and just shoot out the bottom of that. I don't know for sure that the perk would fall, but I think it probably would, right? The spells have the square in the game world that represents a spell has physics. It will fall if you delete the floor underneath it. Look at it. Look at the cowering. This is not a good look on you. Just come over here and take it like a skeleton. So I think with the bonus move speed from Pinpoint, I think we can shoot a black hole such that it deletes the ground underneath where the perk must be in the little diamond, and then have the diamond fall, or have the perk fall through to the bottom, and then we can dig up. We can definitely figure out a way to physics that so that we are able to grab the thing and get out without drowning. I am confident of that. So that is probably going to be how the run ends. We eventually find out what the essence of water does, and then it kills us in some horrible way. Oh, we're so close. Oh, we're so close. I think our dude has gotten stuck on the lip here. I think that's the problem. Listen, I know how that is. A pixel or two of terrain in the wrong place, and all of a sudden you're eternally trapped, and everything is always a nightmare. And I do feel bad for you. I just want to clarify. We're going to, real quickly here, just make sure that this area is large enough to hold some bone dust, and then kablow. Problem solved. Get all the money. Oh, I am being annihilated. I was drowning for a second there. Can I please leave the bone? Wow. Okay. His parts physicsed out of there real bad. That is a lot of chainsaws. Firebolt. Something to something. What is that? What is that? I don't have $605. It won't even let me look. And then we're just going to delete this stuff. Glowing Lance, Sparkbolt double trigger. There's a Death Cross in there. There's some cool stuff. That's some cool stuff. Well, I'm not taking any of these perks. Am I still allowed to... Okay, yes. I'm still allowed to edit in here. Killing the Guardian of the Gods did not ruin that. Yeah. We're gonna, I guess just bail. Back up to the thing I was doing. Avoid this. We should leave that in place. Do you need some assistance? Statue. I like the way that it just deleted as it fell through. As though it were sliding into a pocket dimension. The pocket dimension... If there is a pocket dimension that my Luminous Drill is putting all the things in, it is very full at this moment. So now we have to get out of here and get back up to the jungle, and then from the jungle up into the side back into my tunnel, and then from there we will eventually hit some of the tunnels we were digging earlier. I have been in this one particular version of the game world for such a long time. So I think we're not gonna dig the super safe tunnel on this one. I think if we just stay low, we should be okay. So we'll dig up here and then just stay right above the brickwork, and that should be pretty safe. It is a shame though. Like we've bought a lot of rerolls. We've seen a lot of rolls on the perk table, and to just have the ability to breathe underwater not come up at all is a real shame. Honestly, even faster swimming would be good. There was the faster movement perk there, which I'm sure does make you move faster while swimming. But there also is there's specifically a perk that doubles, I think, your movement speed in water. And that would be alright. I do want to be a little careful how I approach out here, because obviously, like, the enemies in the jungle are still a danger. So I'm not going to jump out into this bowl right here. We want to be able to make some lateral motion quickly, just in case. Because again, like, to be perfectly honest with you, relative to a lot of the runs that we've done where we've gotten deep in the dungeon, I don't actually think we're that powerful, like, in terms of offensive strength. We do have good defensive perks, although I wish I had explosion immunity. We're definitely a lot less powerful than we have been on some occasions where we had, like, the always wet crits going. Weird stuff that I don't know what it is. No. No! Poison. Poison. Oh, God. Wash it off, wash it off. Does this work? There we go. Stupid vines. That was a lot of damage. Holy crap, that was a lot of damage very quickly. That shouldn't be allowed to happen. Vines coming out of nowhere and growing to both sides of me. I hate this jungle. I hate it here. I hate it here so much. Okay, that's where we already were. So we know from there it is approximately safe. Look like it'll be safe to... Yeah, it's probably safe to check out what this wand is. Oh. Oh, I deleted the gold. Right. I put it in the pocket dimension. No, no, let me down. Let me down. There we go. I got some of that gold at least. I do want to see what this is, but also, you know. Oh, I know you are good at digging. The enemy density. It's so silly. Oh, They almost kicked me right back into the temple there. Yeah, they're real good at digging. There's no two ways about that. Alright, well, thank you all for the gold. I'm so covered in slime. It sucks so much to try to move right now. Okay, that's not even good. You know what? As a base wand, that's not bad. I don't like the spells that are in it very much, but... should we take it over Bomb Cart? Yeah, Bomb Cart's kind of an adorable novelty, but I think the wand that it's in is not actually that great. And it'll be real easy to retrieve the Bomb Cart itself if we want, because it's so close to the temple. Alright, we're just gonna avoid... Okay. I just took a bunch of damage from absolutely nothing. Hate. Damn it, that's a lot of poison that gets on you when you're not even close to the thing. Like, that poison couldn't have gotten to me. Hate. Take this, all flowers. I don't know, it's not like, it's like a pod of some kind. Do those things always have poison in them? I don't feel like that's the case. Especially since they sometimes appear in the first biome. That's one of the modifiers, and I don't remember ever having to deal with that. Deal with actual poison in the first biome. Really thought I'd be able to stand on that. So wait, the rock shouldn't be here though, right? Isn't there... Yeah, I was gonna say the fungal thing is right here, so we know that there's not hard rock to the left there. Yeah, weird. Okay, back inside the wall, and all it cost me was 150 health, because, god damn it. This game is a nightmare. Alright, back up to the world above, and we didn't even get a cool perk. But we have space now to get our lava thing going, and then we got to come back to one of those places and re-edit. You know what I don't know for sure? I guess I'm realizing is whether you can edit in there once you've left. But no, we must be able to, because we were able to change our black hole wand around after having entered the tunnel space or the temple space, and then going to a different space where we definitely didn't. We're no longer able to edit wands, and then returning to the temple space. Yes, we're fine. I'm sure. My current hypothesis is it's the cave-in that does it. It's the cave-in that makes the space non-editable. So we'll probably be fine. We'll have to come back here, which I'm not looking forward to. But yeah, so now I'm going back in the walls, which I guess is not a place for the faint of heart. Don't worry, I will absorb the madness for all of us, and I'll see you in a minute. Chaotic transmutation. Various liquids and powdery substances within a projectile's range just turn into something else, just something else. What is it? Who knows? What an exciting surprise that will be for you and your whole body, which is near the thing that's being transmuted. I think we're gonna buy this wand. I think that it is better than, well, this wand is triple cast, I guess. I sort of want to have this in my... No, you know what? No. Anyway, let's build the thing. So, I went and got some stuff. I figured this stuff looked like it would be fun to play with. So, makes any projectile within a modifier's range turn to blood. It has a cast delay increase, so we don't want to just, like, throw it on the drill wand. I guess you just put it on here and you just give it anything that's unlimited. We could go back to a lightning bolt that transmutes lava into blood, but I'm so scared that I will accidentally kill myself with a lightning bolt. So it's gonna be our spark bolt that does it. And then I don't want these mushrooms. And then what else? We could put chain bolt in there. That seems unnecessary. But think about all of the lava that it will be transmuted. Yeah, okay, we got good mana charge speed. I'm doing it. And then, like, I probably want to have still some open space here in case we encounter another thing. And I don't like that mushroom spell very much. Man, we could, like... I wonder how this works with modifiers. Because, like, that chaotic transmutation thing is an 8-charge modifier, right? But if we set up a wand that only had one projectile in it but had that modifier applied to it, and then we were just holding that wand and the Zeta wand, would it allow... We have to try it, right? We have the money to experiment with this. And how many other times, like, this is a very specific situation. How many other times are we going to be able to do that? Okay. What does that noise? I think that metallic noise is just in the music. It's not a real thing. So, let's create the situation. We need to drop 2 of our wands. And yeah, and you. And then we need to drop the components out of... Because we just want this... We want this one to have Spark Bolt with the modifier. And then we just want this one to have Zeta. So I'm gonna... I think... it's gonna transmute powders. It's gonna transmute the powders, though. Let's maybe not... Oh, right. I don't have space to pick up a thing. Let's... This. Go over there. Okay. Let's maybe pick these up and deposit them over by a place where there's not a ton of weird powder. You know, I'm just thinking... I'm trying to think ahead here. There's not actually a huge number of non-powdered, non-liquided areas. Here. Here, this is safe. Okay, so you and you just wait for me here. Please don't let this be the way the run ends. And then, is there any other stuff? I'm never going to use Acid Trail. You can just wait there. I'm going to put you over here for the moment. And then we're going to go buy this very silly wand, and we're going to throw it on the ground too. But not before I have robbed it of its essential transmutation. Okay, so give me this, and then do one of those. Okay, alright. We're going to transmutify some powders over here, and we're going to see what happens. I'm going to try to transmute this liquid. Actually, this is probably a better... Okay, don't fall in it. It did... Okay. Most of the time when I press the button, it's doing nothing. So it looks to me like it will only copy the projectile. And it might be just rolling randomly for the slots, because a lot of the time that I'm clicking, it's not firing anything at all. Like you can see up there that the recharge time does start every time I click. So yeah, mostly it does that, and occasionally it fires the spark bolt, but it never is doing any transmutation of any kind, chaotic or otherwise. So, okay, now we know. A disappointing answer, to be sure. But at least it's an answer. Alright, is there anything about this wand that we actually want? I don't think so. Let's just put you there, and put you there, and then let me rebuildify my good wand here. Obviously, I love light, and essence to power. Still not sure how much it's helping. It's definitely causing the thing to do more damage than it would otherwise do. And then, oh, sorry, the spark bolt stays in there. You're going to cast me some lava to blood with some spells. I don't actually have another unlimited projectile spell. Whatever, it's fine. Think about all of the lava to blood. I'm going to do it like this, too. Alright. Alright. Back to someplace where there's a lot of lava. I really wish that I had the ability to swim infinitely in blood. I really wish that we had gotten the breathe underwater perk. Well, you know, maybe someday we'll have enough money to make that a real possibility. So, do we want to try... We're not going to be able to actually swim in the river of lava/blood. I'm going to pause the game here so I don't get murked. We're not actually going to be able to swim through the river of lava/blood that's underneath the water area, probably. Because it's too much. And I guess I don't actually need lava to blood to explore what is in the lava pool near the mines. Although, if it turns out there's something in there, I'll be happy that I have the ability to turn that lava to blood. Because we could just dig around the perimeter, right? We could just solve this problem the way we solve every problem. By digging. I don't know. I'm gonna go... We're gonna go over to the mines first, I think, because I'm concerned that if I do the other thing... Like, we're gonna want to try to pick up the essence of water while we're over there, and I'm concerned that that is going to kill us. So, yeah. I'll see you on the surface in just a moment here. What on earth? Okay, so I was following the tunnels I already dug. Y'all, I was tired of digging. Digging is a lot of... Okay, and then I was like, you know what? This tunnel just leads to the big eye, and then I have a tunnel that we dug from the big eye, from the hourglass. We'll just go ahead and we'll go back there and then take that tunnel. So I jumped in the portal in the big steel eye, and when I came out of the thing, all of a sudden there was a huge earthquake and the world collapsed on me. The world decided that we were done with this adventure. Show me my stats. 13 hours! That can't be right. That's some amount of time of me having left the game on and I went in the other room and made food or something. That's the wrong number of hours. I'm so mad right now. There are not words in the English language for the degree of anger I'm experiencing about not being able to turn lava into blood. It's like the game doesn't want me to see. It doesn't want us to know what happens when you turn the lava into blood. I'm so mad. Progress, 4 new. We're really filling it out. 50.3%. Are you joking? How many spells? How could there be so many spells? I guess there's going to be a whole alphabet for... I mean, I guess it's called Zeta, so it's probably going to be the whole Greek alphabet. And then... everybody, I'm demoralized. I'm calling it here. That's got to be the end of the video. I'm very demoralized. When you come back next time, tomorrow, my heart will still be broken. It's just going to be an hour of me looking at this screen and crying. So I hope everybody's going to enjoy that, and we'll see you then.